viewers, and welcome back to NeueCraft, my first private SMP server here on Minecraft 1.19. So, what did we get up to last episode? We made this! Well, we dug a weak hole in the ground and created ourselves a perimeter. 16 by 16 chunks of void, all the way down to bedrock. What an achievement it was. The remnants of the flying machines and world eaters are still lying about. You've got a little bit of cleanup to do. French has been busy getting the beginnings of this creeper farm together. I think he's just put like the first layer of everything in. I don't know exactly how this works. I need to look up which. I think he's using the logical geek boy design for this. We have an awful lot of portals under here. 4 on each side of one of these shapes, and they're all going to go to the nether, where I have been working in a creative world to figure out the best way to take them out and collect the drops. So yeah, we've been busy figuring out what the next steps are for this. But before we crack on with any of that, I thought I'd start this episode with a little bit more of 1.19 stuff. So, when we first upgraded our world here to 1.19, I found a deep dark and an ancient city pretty quickly after just exploring, diving into a cave, digging around and trying to find my way around. And I shared that with the server because I didn't have time to explore it myself, so I thought I'd give it to everyone else, and everyone else had a good time exploring it. But that means it got totally raided, and I have always wanted to go in and do an ancient city myself, like properly. Thankfully, Harlock found another one and was kind enough to share the coordinates with me, and we're going to go there right now. And I've come prepared with my ender chest full of goodies that I think are going to help us with this mission. So, this is base camp. This is the city. Look at this. So with me, I have bought my backup gear sets, potions of healing, potions of night vision, lots of totems and torches and wool. So we're going to gear ourselves up and get ready to go in. Let's leave this end chest up here. Alright, so this is base camp. We've set spawn. I'll sleep. Why not? And let's chug our first night vision and see what is going on here. Oh my goodness, look at this. It's a biggie. Now the only thing Harlock wanted was those shards that we get. So he wanted to make one of those compasses. Wow, these places are pretty epic. There's a chest right there immediately. Okay, cool. We're going to go for that. We're definitely going to put sneak toggle on for this, that is for sure. Okay, so here we go, here's our first chest. I believe we want to encase it. Alright, let's see what we got. First chest. Projectile protection, unbreaking the iron, no. Bottles of enchanting. Sure, we'll take those. Some books, soul torches, yeah. Not much in there, okay. On to the next one. Next one I see right there. Okay, we're pretty high up here. I don't think we're going to set off any shriekers. Let's just do a little bit of this, just in case. Ooh, yes. Superb. So let's put some goodies away. Nice bit of skulk, some catalyst, and some glow berries that we don't need. Okay, good. Alright, next one. We're going to take this systematically and work our way around the entire place. Gotta watch out, there's some of these guys here. I forget which ones actually summon the Warden. Is it these? These or those square things? I think these are the ones that sense the sound. These are the ones that make the noise. And then it's the little square things that summon the Warden. I can't see any around here, which is good. Alright. Ooh, I set it off. We've got Swift Sneak 1. That's not good. Okay. I need to... I've brought way too much stuff with me, haven't I? Oh boy. Oh boy. There's the darkness. Maybe I just should have encased these guys a little bit like this. Assuming these are the ones I set off. Oh, there's one right here. I didn't see that guy. Alright. Now we should be safe to open this. If not, a Warden's coming up. Echo shards. These are the things Harlock wants. Cool. And a Swift Sneak 3! Oh yeah. Fire aspect, blast protection, loyalty. Horse armor. What do we got? Nope. We'll take those. We've got some more shards, some skulk. Punch and mending. More of these. Music disc cat again. Okay. The search continues. We've got one Swift Sneak so far. One Swift Sneak. Where are we going next? Up there. That's our next chest. Oh boy. How? Oh boy. Oh boy. Uh-oh. There's another one. Just run. Run. Get out of here. Get out of here. Can see him moving around. Hey boy. So we waited for the Warden to despawn and headed back out, and we are just trying to get back up to where we previously were trying to head and collect that chest. I have no idea why we set that off previously. I'm pretty sure I was only standing on wall. So I really don't know. And I'm really appreciating this flexible block placement tweakaroo thing. It is definitely saving me a lot of time moving around here. So, what do we got? Alright. No one should be able to hear that. Lots of music disc fragments, skulk sensors, respiration. Come on, guys. Oh, that's a good hoe. Okay, I think that was the last chest. We've pretty well raided this whole place. We've got all of the items from all of the chests, I believe, we've been able to find. So I'm going to head back over there now, back to our little base. Over it is, over there. And offload everything. And then I'm going to come back and see if we can get inside this redstone room underneath here, because I really want to go check that out. But I imagine it's going to make a fair bit of noise, so I'm going to clear the area of sensors and shriekers first of all, and then see if we can get in there and have a good look. I just explored it in here very briefly, and I don't think I recorded it, but in case I didn't, I'm just going to go over it again. There's a piston door here with these blocks on it, and you have to figure out how to activate it. So there's a skulk sensor in here, and there was some redstone with a missing piece over here. And all it was trying to show you is that this, once this detected sound, you could use a comparator to detect that. So you can transport the signal in a whole bunch of crazy funky ways that just all the way go back to these pistons, up and over. You can create a piston door based on sound. So that was pretty cool. Over this side, we just had a target block demonstration. It turns on the lights. You put a book here to light this guy up. And over this side, there was a demo. There was a glass block here, showing that the signal does not pass through glass, but it does through a solid block, so I replaced it. And that was it. So I like these little redstone tutorials. I think they're a great addition to the game. The only similar thing we've seen in the game is in jungle temples with the traps that you can sort of take apart and figure out how they were made. But yeah, I'd like to see more of this, Mojang. I think that's a great idea. So we're just gonna head back now. Ouch. Wherever out is, it's over there. And we'll call this a success. We've got all our shulkers already in our ender chest, ready to go. So thanks for the coordinates, Harlock. Much appreciated. I enjoyed raiding this city. Okay, we just come back from the Enderman farm and combining all our Swift Sneak books. We had a couple of 1s, a few 2s. Come back with 2 spare Swift Sneak 3 books and 1 that I applied to my current leggings. So we are Swift Sneaking in action. So I haven't actually given it a go yet, so let's get back on the ground and sneak away. Let's give this a go. Sneak, 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 sneak. Whoa! That is pretty quick. That's a lot faster. Yeah, gonna appreciate that. Let's take them off. Oh boy, it's like molasses. Oh, that's glorious. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to live without this enchantment. Never again. As promised, we made Harlock his compass and gave him the extra shards and made a nice little presentation box there for him to say thank you for sharing the coordinates and allowing me to explore that ancient city. Cheers, Harlock. And of course, the rest of our loot included these shards, these disc fragments. So, looks like we can make 1 of these discs. I think this is the weird... it just occurred to me, I don't think I've ever actually made a jukebox on the server yet. Let's have a listen to this. This is the weird marching band thing, isn't it? That's creepy. Why do they make them so creepy? Why couldn't they give us something cool like Other Side again? But that's what we got. Okay, I think we'll put that away. Okay, sort of a box of skulk, then put the other bits and pieces in here, I guess. Spread them out a little bit, colour these appropriately, and find them a home in the storage system. So here's somewhere we haven't been in a little while. This is my old village trading hall where we have the output from several of the mob farms and sugarcane farm and food farms at the back there and iron farm here in the centre, all coming into one place. And we have had this connected up to a railway cart delivery system underneath for some time now. And just down here, that has been transporting stuff to and from this place to my base and trying to put it into storage. That has had a few issues. We put in some chunk loaders in the nether roof to try and keep the entirety of the nearly 1,000 block railway line loaded at all times, but I have been running into some issues with it, but we'll come back to that later. The reason I'm over here right now is to look at the food farms. Now, I had 2 little farmers down here from very early on, and I think they were harvesting potatoes previously. In the spawn remodeling, they kind of got covered over, so I've been down here working on this area a little bit and trying to beef it up. I've been weaning them off their potato supply, and I want to convert them to wheat farmers, is the idea. So I've just done a little bit of renovations around here. I dug out underneath and I've put in a railway line, so we're going to collect the drops from underneath. I boxed off this guy in the middle, who these guys were previously passing their goods to, because if I leave him accessible, then they try to trade the wheat with him, and in turn we get bread. We don't want bread, we want wheat, because I'm doing this to collect the wheat for creating mud bricks. So under here, yep, we've got the railway system I'm putting in. I'm just finishing that off right now. That's going to have a hopper minecart that's going to run this continuously and collect whatever it is that they drop. Okay, so I think we're about done with this. We've managed to wean our potato farmers off their potatoes, and they're now all wheat farmers, as you can see, which is great. You can hear the rail cart going away underneath, trying to collect anything that they harvest. Their inventories are full of seeds, so when they do harvest, the wheat remains broken on the ground, which is fantastic. And any excess seeds and wheat that is left over from the process should just be on the ground, ready to be picked up when it's time. I stuck a couple of droppers in the wall here, and they're full of seeds, as you can see. So what is going on here is when the rail cart comes into dock, it probably hasn't picked anything up that round, so let's grab ourselves some seeds. When there are seeds that come in, they unload here. This in turn sets off a timer that sets the droppers going. There you go, you can hear them spitting away. And that spits seeds back into the system, right out there. And that's, the guys pick them up. There they are, they're sitting on the ground. These guys come and pick them up, make sure that they've always got seeds in their inventory, that they're always full. There we go. That makes sure that they don't try and make bread, and they give me all of the wheat. Pretty straightforward. We just got, yeah, the seeds get picked up by an item filter here, and in this water stream, and go back into this chest and into the droppers. So that's sort of a self recycling system. And then anything that's not seeds, which is basically the wheat, should pass through here, go all the way down this hopper chain. It goes into this item elevator that's been here forever, and instead of it connecting to the chests that were there, we've now gone underground, and that in turn connects to this hopper chain over here, which in turn goes into our storage system. So this way we get the wheat harvested by the farmers automatically in a self-sustaining wheat farm, and we then have all that wheat delivered directly to home base. Isn't that great? Not convinced, eh? Well, I love it. So keep farming. So previously I had put a whole bunch of chunk loaders up here on the nether roof to try and keep the railway line loaded from my mob farms to my base the whole way, because that railway line only was moving when you either went to one place or the other, which meant it wasn't very effective at moving the items across the world. Didn't work. I learned the hard way that although chunk loaders load a 5x5 chunk area in the overworld, only 3x3 chunks of that area keep the minecart in motion. So if it goes beyond the 3x3, it stops, it gets unloaded, and it no longer continues. That means, however, that we cannot stack the chunk loaders close enough together, because here in the nether, they're any closer than 8 blocks apart, and it's effectively impossible to make sure that they all connect up to the right ones. Therefore, we can't keep the railway line loaded this way. So, plan B. Plan B is to use a different approach. We've got the portal I've just created down there for the time being as a test. We're building another one up here to replace it. This will split the items through from the farms using a dropper on the other side, and what we're going to do is have them land on this ice road here, and I'm going to build like a slime block launcher system that's going to send them from here and zip them all the way down to the other end, where we're going to have another portal over there, and in turn that's going to collect it and stick it into storage back in at home base. That's the plan anyway, so I'm going to do some experiments here with slime block launchers and timing and redstone and stuff to see what's needed, and we're going to try getting this stuff back home. On the other side, the intention is to just have it come spitting out into this water stream, and that in turn is going to go into this water elevator and into a whole bunch of hoppers, and these hoppers just pile straight into the same hoppers that we've already got for the railway system, basically, and that in turn goes into storage. So I'm going to keep playing around with this, and I'll show you once we've got something viable. Okay, so our item transportation system here in the Nether has come on quite a long way. A few iterations later, and we've got a working solution. So, this portal here, this is connected to the farms near spawn, where all the items are being gathered. And there's just going to be a hopper chain from the existing collection system going to a self-powered dropper. It's spitting items through that portal, and they come out here. And on this side, we have a whole bunch of slime launchers. You can see this guy here punching out. There's a timer here that's powering them all. And there are 3 of these. There's this one, and then the second one powered, and then the third one powered. So it goes down, drops, and across. And when the items come through, they get launched along this platform. Let's just wait for one to come on through here. Turn on hitboxes. Okay, here comes some items. Woohoo! Let's go some bones. Slime launch 1, 2, and 3. And at the very end here, what I've done is originally I had a 4th slime block launcher here, firing this way straight into the portal, but I think it might have been the velocity of which the items were travelling. We just ended up with a whole load of items sort of stuck in the portal event horizon there and ended up despawning without going through. So instead we just put some hoppers in here and then a self-powered dropper that spits them out a little bit, in a bit more of a controlled manner at a slower velocity, and that seems to have solved the problem. Thanks Harlock for your help solving that. And yeah, oop, there we go, some items just came in. Brilliant, so anything that does come in here, let's just simulate this. Goes in, dropper powers itself, and through it goes. Fantastic. That'll end up in storage on the other side, as we just showed. And yeah, everything should be stored. We've got 2 chunk loaders. This one here is keeping our storage system loaded, so it does its thing the other side. And this one here is one of the previous ones we created with our other experiment, but we left in place because it just happened to be underneath Harlock's moss farm. So we're keeping that loaded for him at the same time. 2 birds, 1 stone. And so now we've gone to all this hassle to connect up all of our farms, we may as well finish the job, because there are a few more over here around spawn. Namely, this guy. This here is our slime farm, or the output from it at least, which we made pop up in a very public place here to everyone can watch the slimes burn to death on the campfires if they so wish. But previously we just had chests down here connecting everything up. So what we did instead was, the slime farm is all the way down here. It's like an 8-layer farm. And there we go, we can see some slimes making their way towards the golems that in turn go along the river, the little stream here, and come up a big 3x3 water elevator all the way to the top. So now the storage for this is connected into like hoppers, which go to a self-powered dropper that's spit it into a water stream that puts it into the item elevator that comes from the food farm that we just upgraded over here. So it all connects up, and at the same time I went directly underneath my old cactus farm that's just been sitting here away. It's only a little one I made at the very beginning of the series, and it's been continuing to produce cactus, which I've done nothing with, and I can always smelt it, of course, so why leave it here? Instead I just removed the chest and hopper and put a little chute down so it goes into the same water stream and shoots its way into the same system there. So the whole lot will go shooting through the nether eventually, through this line of hoppers, to the portal over here, get shot through this portal via this dropper, through our new transportation system, and then pop out the other end in our base. There we go. We should see a slime popping up right now, by the sounds of it. There he goes. He's coming after me though. Hello, sir. Oh dear. Yeah, campfire's no good, hey? And these slimes get automatically put into storage. No more having to come out here to get them myself. And whenever those things are all loaded, then they'll do their thing. Isn't that great? So I think that's pretty much all the farms, at least in this area of the world, that I own or part own, that are now connected up automatically to storage without me having to move things around myself. Fantastic. We also sold a fair few goat horns, actually. We did this guy, we made him, was it last episode? I've already forgotten. With this cheeky little stick-outy tongue on a timer here that pops in and out. There we go. So which horn is the most popular? Seek, not popular. Ponder, not too popular. Neither is Feel. Dream, we sold quite a few. Sing, a fair few. Yearn. Cool. It looks like Cool. Cool is the most popular horn in the market. Ah. Of course. There we go. The eyes have it. The numbers don't lie. People love that horn. So, I think we can probably leave that episode here for today. So, there's not much else left to do, except to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. It's been a little bit of catching up on a few things and more storage system related stuff I really enjoy, but I hope you see the benefits in the systems I'm putting together here that make it a complete automated system as much as possible that I don't need to put in as much effort to maintain. That's the stuff I really love. So, if you want to see what we get up to next time, please subscribe. We are going to go back to the perimeter at some point. We need to work on that creeper farm and other farms that we might want to put in that space, as well as some other 119 things. I want to look at doing a frog lamp farm at some point as well. Ouch! There's my base. So yeah, all of those things are still on the to-do list, as well as a whole lot more. So stay tuned, and we'll see you all next time. Take care for now. Bye-bye.